Hey there, welcome to Izzo's place. So you might have saw the unboxing. I bought myself a dirt cheap $30 jigsaw because my jigsaw is at a job site and I need to finish this before I go to the job site. So, here we're at. So it's very, very simple. It's got a dust port. Probably won't ever use it. Let's see. I'm used to things having switches so you can make it oscillate. This does not appear to do that. Okay, I'm not mad at the lock-in system. Lift this up. Put in your blade. Blade is a T-shank. And let's see, what does this say? So this is for cutting through wood fast. Alright, so pull back on that. Put it in there. Lock it. It does appear to be locked. I did this unplugged. If you're going to change your blade, always have it unplugged. I'm going to go find some power now. Ugh, cords. Ugh. Oh, things that plug in offend me. Of course, even with cordless, I have to plug in my batteries, so I guess I shouldn't rag on the cords too much. All right, let's bring you over here. So this is more of a tool review, but may as well give you some tips while we go. So I've got masking tape on the finished side of this to protect it. To protect it from the bench that it's on. So what I want to do, I'm going to overhang this so that nowhere on my arch that I want to cut is over my bench, so I don't cut into the bench. So right about there should be good. Okay. All right, we are secured. Now we're going to protect our hearing. And please be aware, there's about to be a saw. Editing Izzo will hopefully mute it a little for you, but just in case he doesn't watch your ears. Got some good movement. All right. Go ahead and check that out. Oh, and afterwards we'll have to talk about cutting angles, I think. Oops. Safety glasses. Okay, we're doing safety glasses, and we're going to do gloves for this as well. Wow. I don't know if it's the saw is this bad or that blade is this bad. I'm going to change it to a different blade. Just in case. Okay, and you get a little bonus. How to safely open one of these packages. Take your knife, wear your gloves. Got this little plastic point here. Cut it off. Cut off the other one. Come on. I think my knife might be dull from yesterday. Okay, there we go. Finally popped it off. And then push up on that tab. And this opens up. The nice part about this kind of package is then you can close it again. And it's a carry-all for your blades. Hopefully, let's see. That's a Black&Decker. These are Craftsman blades. Hopefully the Craftsman blade is just a bit better. Clean wood? We'll go with clean wood. Hopefully the Craftsman blades are just a bit better than the Black&Decker one that came with it. Sorry about the lighting. I have a ballast I need to replace. Oh, okay, near miss. I didn't unplug it before I changed it. Always unplug your tools before you change your blade. Marginally better. Okay. Alright, so let's give a review of this. Alright, really the cut's not that bad for just an initial, you know, if I wanted to use this piece, I would need some sanding, but it's really not that bad. There wasn't too much wobble. You saw me a couple times having to like retrace, but it wasn't too much wobble. Doesn't have a lot of power compared to the DeWalt cordless that I usually use, but it wasn't terrible either. So if you ever wanted to do angles with this, you got 2 bolts here. You unscrew them, and then you can set this into, probably has at least a 45 setting. That might be all it would have, is a 45. Yeah, I think so. But you can set it to 45, or you can set it to anything and then tighten those back down again. I'm not going to show you, because I don't want to have to deal with getting this thing perpendicular again to the blade. I don't like the fact that I can't change it from up and down to oscillating, and let me see if I can see which way it's cutting anyway. Okay, it is only cutting up and down. A more expensive Jigsaw is going to have a slide on it, or a lever. Let's call it a lever. It's going to have a lever on it and let you change between straight up and down and an oscillating motion, which, you know, helps you cut. But in an emergency, $30. Have a Jigsaw handy at the shop for other times when I forget to bring my saw home. I think it's a good buy. Got it at Lowe's. Oh, it's variable speed. Okay, it's variable speed via the trigger, depending on how hard you pull. Oh, and then this is the lock, so if you want to put it on where you lock it, pull the trigger while you push that in, and then to release it, pull the trigger again, it unlocks. Alright, so that's a little review of the Black&Decker corded Jigsaw. Now I got 4 more of these to cut, so I forgot. I can give you some tips on why I cut it the way I did. So I covered the face and put it face down, because with this blade, and a lot of blades are like this, although you can buy ones that are clean on the upcut. But for this, it's clean underneath. And now this blade is fresh, and it's designed pretty well, so I really have a pretty good line. Oops, I really have a pretty good line even on the top. But if you're going to get some chipping from the blade, it's going to be on the top instead of the bottom, normally. So that's why I cut it upside down like that. And also with this dark finish, it would be hard to see any line I drew. It's pretty much black. But it looks real nice. Oh, you know, it got a little bit of chipping. So you know what? Maybe the rest of them I'll cut right side up. Maybe that blade is different than I thought. And maybe I won't put this in the video. I'll put it. Okay, so now I'm going to try it. I've done it both ways. Normally with blades, it cuts nicer on the underside, so that's why I put tape all over this and put it face down. And of course I can't seem to get it off with my gloves. Come on. fine. Okay. All right, so normally I'm used to putting things face down and then the bottom has the nicer cut. But apparently the blade I picked, the bottom is chipped out a little bit. Not enough to make me need to do anything. I got to touch up the bottom of these with the black stain anyway. But this particular blade, the front, like facing up, is not chipped out at all. So I'll do the rest of them this way. But that's just something to pay attention to. Probably should have done a test, but I'm just so used to the bottom being better that I just went ahead and did it. But something to watch out for. But a test would have been good. All right, back to fast speed. Oh, duh. If you're working, work safely. If you're drinking whiskey, please drink responsibly. But do everything with a little bit of whimsy, and you're going to have a good time. And I'll see you next time you're hanging out at Izzo's place.